say I appreciate y'all having us here. This thing we put on is great for the communities around here, great for high school football for us. First up, to my left here, I got Logan Davis. He's a good senior for us. He plays O-line and the defensive line. Been with us for 4 years. I think he's been starting for 3. To my right there, Fernando Luna. He plays linebacker and running back for us. He's a senior as well. Been with us for all 4 years. And my far right, I got Lake Bell. He plays quarterback and defensive back for us. He's been a 4-year starter for us. All these guys are seniors. The upcoming year, we're excited about it. We got a really good summer in June and July. We started practice one day. In Helmets, we've got a good 4 days so far. Things are going well. Kids are excited. Coaches are excited. We're just hoping we'll get a full year. So.
Questions? This for the coach and the players. Just kind of last week, getting the word that we're going to start this football season and give it a go. What was your reaction? Were you kind of surprised leading up to it? Has a lot of something going in your head? Just what was the reaction last week when you heard, hey, we're going to get football going?
It was exciting. We've been working towards this. Like these guys have been working towards it for 4 years now. Try to play that senior year. Winter workouts got interrupted. No spring ball. Once we was able to get back in the summer, we finally get that confirmation last week that it's a full go. So, a lot of excitement going on, a lot of happy kids.
Then what was the players' reaction? Did y'all get together, you have some kind of group message, or what was the reaction there?
Well, our coach has been preaching to us all summer. We're just going day by day. We don't know what's going to happen. So we expected to play all year, just put nothing negative in our heads. There's been doubt here and there, but we've been expecting to play all year, so getting to go ahead was just more inspiration for us.
Coach, and really for anybody up there, last year was probably one of the most fun seasons to get to watch Montana Mountain Bison football. 9 wins, go 3 deep in the playoffs. I know that a lot of teams that they find that as a goal. What for you guys is the next step heading in here in 2020?
Well, it seems like every year, you try to turn it up and do better than what you did the season before. So we started preaching that, turning the workouts up, or conditioning up. We told these boys that this group of kids we had last year was that's part of it. This year's a new team. You got to take your game to the next level, and we'll see if we can go outdo it. That's kind of been our mindset going into all this, and obviously this whole COVID stuff's through the wrinkles and some of it, but it is what it is. Kids are responding well to it. We're working to death. We're trying to absolutely kill them, but we're just trying to take our game to the next level and build off of what we had last year. Hopefully we see the rewards of it.
Coach, not having spring training, how has that affected what you're having to do starting now, not being able to go through that spring and maybe do some things?
Yeah, that's had an effect on us, Thank goodness we got this week right here that we're currently in, to kind of make up for the spring. But as far as the football aspect of it, you get 10 days right there, or 9 days in the game, where you get to, kind of evaluate, mess with your offense and defense just a little bit. You didn't have that opportunity to do it this spring, so it puts you behind just a little bit, but it ain't nothing going to change the whole season for us. We'll be able to overcome and get around it, but we did miss it. I will say that. Having these 5 days right here, it helps a lot.
Coach, not too often do you see a team go 9-4 and get the 3 seed in their region. Usually they end up being that 1 or 2 seed, getting a home field advantage. With the 2 top teams from the season ago moving up to 3A, what you've seen from these kids, what you know about them, do they feel like that they could be that top dog going into 2020?
Well, going back to the region from last year, somebody might argue with me, I would say it's one of the toughest ones in the state of Alabama. And, this year, the region's changed quite a bit. We've seen a lot of people leave. We got some familiar faces in there still, but, I don't know if we can say say we're the top dog. We just work. We're trying to be the best we can be. We're trying to take it one day at a time. We're trying to enjoy being around each other because you can't take it for granted. I think we learned that lesson there. And, hopefully, we'll get an opportunity to get in that region and play them games right there. So, we're just in the mindset of one day at a time, be the best we can be that day.
Well, Coach, of course, last year, probably the two top teams in the whole Class 2A was in your region. Y'all may have been in there in the mix, could have been number 3. This year, it's a whole totally different team. I know that, but breeding wins breeding. You feel like this team is hungry and ready to go because no matter what you lost from a year ago, if you bring back a team that's won a lot of football games, that means a lot going in, especially early in the season.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's kind of been the mindset that we've been in, We've been able to win a few games, make the playoffs, and, we tried to build off that from year to year. And that group we had last year, we didn't start out the year being a very good football team, but they kept learning to get better and was able to win a few games in the playoffs. And I think it just makes it, it just sets the precedent all the way down, from the junior high all the way up, they get to see that and get to taste a little bit of it. These guys got to taste it, you want more, so what you going to do? You're going to have to work hard to try to get it.
North Sand Mountain has always had a deep-seated history of being top-notch football, even in Pee-wees, all the way up. This is for the players. What do you want to leave behind as your legacy in North Sand Mountain football?
Settle for nothing but the best. We've definitely been underdogs several times. Had some things to prove, but we just work hard and settle for nothing but the best. The sky's the limit, so just keep working.
Just hard work and determination.
Want to set a good example and for the young kids to work hard and be the best they can be.
To kind of piggyback off of Marvel's question there for the players, you guys are evidently some of the leaders on the football team. Talk about that responsibility, if you would, for a moment, and what that means to you, and how you choose to use your leadership, whether it's being more of a leader by example or vocally or whatever the case is. What does that mean to you guys? How do you choose to go about your business and being a leader?
We've definitely had good examples set from the years past of the leaders that's come to our school, and I've tried to lead on since probably my sophomore year. So it means a lot to be able to inspire the young ones and just coach them up that we gotta do the best. If not, then we're gonna be down bottom notch with everybody. So the time that we slack off, so that's why the day we're gonna start going downhill. So hard work that's the only way to do it.
Well, Coach, you've been in this a good while now. What keeps you motivated as a coach?
Yeah, just every year starting over. Not necessarily starting over, but a new team brings different challenges, different events. It's just like it's brand new all over again. Trying to get it to, click, get everybody in the right spots, just enjoy the challenge, enjoy being around the kids, enjoy around being the game of football. I don't know what I'd do without it, to be honest with you.
More questions?
I gotta ask this one, being the guy that covers 5 every Friday night. I get the opportunity to see you guys at least once a year. I notice, I look on the schedule, even though 5's moving up to 3A, you guys are still going to play each other outside of region play. And having watched these games now since 2012 in particular on the crew, these games have always been fun ones. For the most part, to watch go back and forth, the anxiety of the back and forth battles. Talk about what that sort of means to you guys to be able to play somebody like that, they're a little piece down the road, but you still kind of get that hometown feel in a football game.
It wasn't very fun for us last year. I would say that. No, they kind of set the bar around here. everybody's trying to get to that point right there, and in my mindset, you know, if you go to try to get to that point, you might as well face it head on, so, you know, we're going to, hopefully we'll have a little better result than last year, maybe we'll make it closer or something, I don't know, we'll see.